Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Welcome to Minnesota, the home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. Lillard with the bucket. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
From deep, the rebound by the Timberwolves.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Randall with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Portis has got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Pass to Middleton. Over in the corner, out of the Kumbo. Misses the 3. Here is Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Here's Lillard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And stolen. By Lillard. The shot's good from Lopez.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. Now Reed. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Milwaukee making a switch here. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard with it. Now defended by Randall. Lillard misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Giannis left side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coach coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Bucks trail. Lillard outside. Screen by Smith. It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Reed gets the bucket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Middleton. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Lillard missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Middleton outside. Off target from three-point range. Here's Edwards. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
To the middle. Here's Randall. Makes it off the glass. Randall's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Pass to Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. From outside the arc, Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Bucket is good. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
And this is where you want Gobert to have the ball.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks trail by 13. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Wright looking around. Middleton outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Middleton's got his first bucket in this one. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific score. Misses in close. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 13. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Prince outside. Pass to Portis. That one misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Outside Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards no good. Bucks trailed by 13. Inside. Kicks it down to Middleton. 1:37 left in the first half. It's Prince on the wing. Puts up a deep three. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Bucks trail by 15. Pass to Portis. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Edwards, no good. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Giannis outside. Middleton outside. Pass to Lillard. Here's Lopez. Ingles covering. Count that one.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Gobert. Good D by Lopez. Giannis charging into the lane. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Bucks trail by 12. Here's Lillard. And he makes good on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got 8 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. He's got 9.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Lopez outside. Lets it go from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Middleton on the wing. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 16. Now Edwards. Defended by Middleton. Edwards drives in. Over in the corner, McDaniels. No good on the 3. Middleton with it. Picked up by Edwards. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Basket counts.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
McDaniels. And it's sent back by Lopez. Back to Gobert. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Pass to Middleton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Taken away. Giannis outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Timberwolves leading by 14. .103 left here in the third quarter. Trent outside. Middleton for 3. No good that time. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the paint. And finished off by Gobert.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got 7 points.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
For Minnesota, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Edwards with it, and it's Trent picking him up. good on the shot.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
To the inside. Here's Middleton. And rebounded by McDaniels. A steal. That will count. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17-point game. Reed with the block. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease.
Back to Lillard. Right side, Portis. Bucks passing it around. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Lillard left side. Here's Prince. And Prince with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 19. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Ball's knocked loose. And so the Timberwolves with another turnover. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Trent outside, beyond the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Offline with his three.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Free throw good, Edwards. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Edwards looking it over to the right side. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And it's Milwaukee's ball.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Lillard. That one falls. Here's Reed. Buries it from three-point range.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
The first one falls. And Edwards drops them both. It's stolen by Edwards.